No.
Got the button stuck?
I would hate to if it listened to that back. I bet that was horrible.
It wasn't.
Oh, was it?
No, I'm just Stephanie trying to sing.
I was just blessing Mel with some serenadal singing.
You were. Oh, she's got a new button.
Oh.
Amber's got a new button.
Oh.
That's how she's going to start the show.
Really?
The show. Yeah. It's Carol Lewis's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Carol Lewis.
We're not live yet.
Oh. I think we are.
Are we? Are we live? Are we? It's a good job I didn't swear. I didn't know we got. There was no countdown. Can I just say that? Did you?
Yeah, I had a minute off. So happy birthday, Carol Lewis.
I was like, why is he talking to a customer when we're not live?
We're live. Good morning to each and every one of you.
Hi.
This is the lovely Mel.
Yep.
This is David.
Yes.
Got a great team for you today, and we're live.
We are live. It's a good job I didn't swear. Can you imagine? Hi.
But you don't swear. That's never in your vocabulary, right?
No, not between the
Doesn't even
swear
roll
words.
off
I
the
don't swear. Right. Welcome to live shopping. I'm so sorry about that. Didn't hear the countdown. Nothing at all. Welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. We've got a fabulous hour for you with a brand new launch from My Craft Studio. Coca-Cola advert.
Oh, it is.
Vintage scrapbooks for Christmas. This is what this reminds me of. So let me introduce you to the team. You've got half of me because my brain's still in the other creative room. You've got David.
An eighth of David.
An eighth
no,
of
you've
David.
got full David.
You've got full Ethan. There you go. He's going partying in Manchester this weekend, Ethan.
Oh yeah,
You've
you
picked the
invite
busiest
me.
weekend of the year because Oasis are on. Oh, there you go.
You partying?
And Amber is on production. She's going to see Oasis this week. No, I'm going to say I'm a little bit jealous. Right. What did you say, Carol Lewis? Who is going to brush up all that confetti?
I know,
Well,
right?
it's your birthday, Carol. So you.
Happy birthday, Carol. What are you up to for your birthday?
She wasn't very well this morning,
Oh,
so she was
no.
having big pots of coffee to try and brighten herself up a bit. Right, so first of all, let me tell you where you can watch us and how to shop. So you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, I can't believe I did that, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. Honestly, menopause is amazing. If you're going to shop with us on either Facebook or Instagram, we're going to show you a product and that product will have a code. And all we're going to do is type shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video and that will pop it into a basket for you. So it couldn't be easy. You don't need to miss a minute of demonstration at all, which is fabulous. Then we're going to send you a direct message and in that message there will be a link. You're going to click on that link and that will take you to our website, highlightcrafts.com, where you're going to log into your account and then check out your basket. And by logging in or even opening an account with us, you then also get all those club benefits. So extra discount, loyalty points for every £1 that you spend on all your orders, which is amazing. And on a basket spend over £35, you don't pay any postage. Now, if you'd rather shop with us directly on the website, so if I'm at home, I have it on YouTube, my phone in my hand and my tablet, and then I shop on the website because I find it really easy because I can't remember the codes.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to do it.
There's a thing going on here, isn't there? So if you go onto highlightcrafts.com, click watch live and then press play, as soon as that show starts streaming, all the items in that show will appear down the left-hand side of your screen. You then simply select the items that you wish to purchase and they will appear at the top of your screen in a little red shopping bag. So when you're ready to go through that process, click on that shopping bag and then it will take you through login and check out. Now, a lot of you are starting to shop ahead, which is brilliant. So from midnight, you can shop that day's deals, literally by going to highlightcrafts.com, clicking on the banner that says shop today's deals, and then you can select and fill your basket and also have a peruse around the website. Now, if you don't want to ever miss a show or miss a deal, all you need to do right now is type live into the comments underneath the video and that will put you on our mailing list for all our little pings that go off to let you know when we're going live. Right, let's say good morning to a few of you and then we will start. Mel, just try menopause, underactive thyroid, long COVID, all in one go. Well, that's interesting you say that because menopause, yes, underactive thyroid, yes, and long COVID a while ago, yes, still getting it. Yeah, absolutely, I get it. It's murder, isn't it? And then no medication. Can't take anything. I know, right? Mad, isn't it? Right, welcome to Hillary.
Hi, Hillary.
Hillary says, my husband loves my menopause because I blame the menopause on everything now instead of him.
Yeah, I'm going to say, but it's
I love that. Pauline P says, morning all, already crafting with a little bit of vintage. Look at you.
Ooh,
Just beautiful.
wow.
Wow,
Okay.
look at you on the ball today, Pauline. I love that. Carol Lewis says, easy peasy clean up as it's virtual confetti. I just virtually brushed it up with the little mini desk vacuum. I love your sense of humour today. Thank you very much for that. Loads of you watching us this morning. We'll have a look at some of these as we go through. But let's introduce you to this beautiful. I mean, Lily sat there and made these cards over the last couple of days. And they are so my grandma, right, had a hanky box.
Okay.
And it was like that shape, so it was rounded at the edges, rounded on the sides, and then flat at the top. And it was made out of all her 21st birthday cards and hand stitched together. I've still got it.
Wow.
And it reminds me of that. It's that bygone era where life was a lot simpler.
Yeah.
We had snow up to here at Christmas, and everybody just got on. You know, the world was just a lovely, lovely place. This takes you right back to that. This would be great for playing snap with as well with the kids.
Oh, it
wouldn't
would.
Right,
I mean,
Christmas.
this is imagery in craft that I've longed for since I very first got into it. It is beautiful. Go on.
Sorry, Cam says menopause went from size skinny to size fat. Lost it all now. No, it's this, isn't it? Right. Sorry, right, go on, crack on. No more menopause
I always
until
say,
we do
because
this.
all the girls, we always laugh and joke about, we all have hot flushes. And I have hot flushes as well, don't
gosh,
I? And I just say
honestly.
I'm a man on pause.
You are a man on pause. Not menopause, he's a man on pause.
So I can join in.
There you go, you can. Right, let's have a look through this. I'm looking at it now.
So with this imagery, as I was saying, it is what I have longed for within craft. Christmas, as a lot of you may know, is my favourite time to craft, as it is yours as well, because you get to give the gift on the festive season with something you have made, and everybody gets to appreciate it. But this image inside here, you have got the old world Christmas. It's nostalgia, it's years gone by, it's the good old times, it's ones that evoke memories, it's the imagery that you may have seen on the Quality Streets boxes from the 70s and 80s.
Absolutely.
It's the postcards that were shared through decades gone by that give you that warmth, that sense of enjoyment. You can hear the bells ringing, you can smell Christmas, you can smell the candles, the spiced apples, all of those sort of nostalgia,
cinnamon, all of that.
But then you also can hear all of the Christmas carols as well, because those are your postcards in here, and you've got loads. You also have a nod to maybe some 70s, 80s style with almost like your baby sham reindeers in here.
Lovely. These would be nice on our PT sheets.
They would.
As stickers.
They would look
Wouldn't they?
great. But look at this. You can see her there with the stack of presents. But also look, the way that this has been built up is not only focusing purely on this wonderful nostalgic imagery, it's also traditional Minecraft Studio. So you can see the layering system that you've got here. So you can use with or without, with apertures, create your own from scratch. Scenery with nothing in place yet for you to decide where you're going to place all of these figurines, because everything that you're looking at right now you get as scene building as well.
Brilliant, isn't it?
So inside here you have overlays.
Oh, I like this.
These are fab,
Right.
okay? What these are, and the way that we've printed them out is so that they're black, so that you can see them, otherwise you won't be able to see what we're working with. But essentially, this whole negative area here, this black space, will be white on Minecraft Studio. So you build your scene and then drag over one of any of these shapes and it will create an aperture.
Love that.
So it frames it.
Love it.
How cool is that? So these are all different from your punches as well, and they've got that wonderful sort of vintage edge to them. Bit shabby, a little bit of pass-through as well in some of the areas.
Yep.
And I'll show you how these work as we go
Love
through.
that. I'm glad we've done these because we did them with a different collection, didn't we? An everyday one, you and I.
Yes.
And that was just amazing. And when you look at it, you're like, what's that?
Yeah, and then when you use it...
But then when you use it, right?
All
Fabulous.
becomes clear. Now, the start of your scene building journey, this is exquisite. Have a look at the snowmen filled with the Victorian characters around them. They remind me of like the proper traditional, do you know when you used to see like the 70s pin-up sort of thing as well, and the 60s and the 40s?
Yeah, poster art, yeah.
That is what this is. And again, you've got the snowman on his own with the children around. You've got him with the scarf without the hat, with the lantern, carrying the tree.
Love that.
That could be just a message on its own on the front of a card.
Yeah.
She's there in the sleigh. This, for me, is what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
I've always wanted this imagery in
It's
craft.
gorgeous, isn't it? Now imagine these on sublimation.
Oh my gosh.
Right, building your scenes, putting them on your mugs, your placemats, your coasters, even your doormat.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Welcome doormat for Christmas.
Welcome doormat for Christmas. I can see that at your house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Anything
Brilliant.
Christmas goes, but vintage Christmas
Yes.
is, well, for me, we all see Christmas differently. Some of us maybe don't love Christmas all so much. We have different memories that remind us of the season. But for me, it's memories, it's growing up, it's happy times, it's family all together.
Yeah.
It's when everyone was around. And I don't look at sort of those days and think, oh, well, they're not here anymore. I think about, I had such good times when they were.
Absolutely.
And for me, Christmas is always about memories. Whether your tree is filled with decorations from holidays over the years or whether it's passed down heirlooms, it's always about telling those stories and keeping those stories alive. And when you've got artwork like this, it evokes those, it brings those memories back. So you can see inside here again, we're going to like Toyland with this. You've got your nutcrackers, the candy canes, the lanterns. You've got teddy bears with rocking horses and little drummer boys. But then as we go through, you've got the most wonderful Father Christmas.
You have.
Look at him. So traditional in his colours, and it does remind you of that TV advert with that lorry that drives through the forest.
The Coca-Cola advert.
Yep, that's the one.
Say it. There you go. Done. I like that stag in the bottom row in the middle.
Yes. Oh, isn't he absolutely
He's
gorgeous?
Lovely. Yeah, he really is.
Wonderful imagery. And again, as we mentioned, this is a silhouette or just in front of the night sky is going to make the most picturesque card setting.
Indeed. Oh,
doesn't end there.
Stuff to make your wreaths with.
Wreath making. So we've got florals, we've got spruce sprigs as well, we've got holly and berries, poinsettias, we've got berry sprigs, different pine cones in different configurations, wrapped presents, but then almost deconstructed elements. So you've got the bows, the candelabras and candlesticks to make your scene. And those scenes that we're talking about come in here.
Look at that.
Look at that one with the car. How lovely is that image?
That is gorgeous. I mean, I would just have that on in a frame,
Yeah.
cadenced up, crackle over the top of the rice paper, make it look vintage, and then decorate it with all those lovely embellishments that you've got. And just going back to these embellishments, sorry, David.
No, go for it.
If you're a scan and cut user, if you bring this on and create something, you can then print it off. Turn it black by taking the brightness right over, scan that in and create a cutting file from it for the coloured image. But all of these now become your cutting files.
I think as well, a lot of you have...
fill a page with holly.
Yeah, you could, and then cut it all out. And then can you save that file, can't you, afterwards?
Absolutely. Done it once, you don't need to do it again.
Now, you've not seen the rest of the content. You've seen the first page of your scenes. This is one of your prime time deals today.
Yeah.
This is it. Look at the price, how much it's come down.
I know, $14.99. You've got a £10 saving on a brand new launch now. We're doing prime time deals, okay? We've got the trimmer, the 5-in-1 trimmer with a £20 discount today.
A little bit crazy, that.
I know, a little bit crazy. This is one of our prime time deals. Now, these deals, these prices end at 11:59 p.m. on Friday. So if you want them, you need to get them into your baskets and get them checking out. Karen knew it's on it this morning. Can we have a demo with the black ones?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely,
we can.
Karen. Yes, we can do that. Mrs. H999 giving us a wave on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. What are your best Christmas memories?
Oh, best Christmas memories.
See, Christmas Day was always the same for us. So I got up early. And as you go up our stairs, there's a landing and then one bedroom and another bedroom. Mum and Dad had that bedroom and I had this bedroom. And they'd always leave pillowcases on the landing. Yeah. So we always put presents in the pillowcases. So I go in and I pick my pillowcase up, get in bed in between the two of them and open all my presents. Then we go around to pick my grandma up because we were going to my Auntie Val and Uncle Alan's for Christmas and they had children. So I'm an only one, but they had children, so it was really exciting for me because I went to get and play with my cousins all day. Then we'd have traditional Christmas lunch. We'd have Grandma's sherry trifle, which made you all go a little bit like that. Not the kids, obviously. And Auntie Bertha. So Auntie Bertha was the one, this little old lady who was very demure. And she said, and Andrew, my cousin, would always say, would you like some Christmas cake, Auntie Bertha? Just so that she said, no, I like it, but it doesn't like me. And we all used to burst out laughing. Every year we did it. So that's my Christmas memories. Let us know what yours are as well.
Definitely.
Absolutely, please. Do you have a tradition, something like that? Or what was your best?
Yeah,
best ever.
Best Christmas.
What's your tradition?
Traditions, I mean, tradition... Ours have changed over the years because our family is now quite small. There's only a few of us. We're quite a small family, but my partner's family is massive.
Yep.
But I think, I would say looking back, one of my favourite Christmases, I mean, tradition was that we would always just be together, no matter what. We would make it work, whether you would drag the chairs out from the garage and a box to sit on, it would happen. But when I was very young, I remember a Christmas so vividly, and it was my mum's partner at the time, it was a long time ago. We had a lovely house out in Stocksbridge in the countryside, and the plan was to have Christmas Day there. So all of the family travelled over. And I remember as they were turning up on Christmas morning, a few stayed over the night before, the snow started to set in really heavily. And Christmas Day, we were having a wonderful day.
Right.
Everyone was there, cousins, families, uncles, aunties, grandparents, everyone was there. There must have been about 18 of us all together in this room for Christmas. And then the snow got so heavy, everyone had to stay. And so everyone was staying over.
Brilliant.
There was family in the living room, in the dining room, in the kitchen, bedrooms, everywhere. We'd got blow-up beds in the lot. And it was just magic.
Yeah.
I loved it. And no one could go anywhere Boxing Day either because it was like we were still there. So we just had the most amazing Christmas.
Yeah.
It
'Cause
was
you couldn't
just
do anything
wonderful.
else, could
We just
you?
had Christmas films. They were all drinking and watching films, playing with our toys, and it was just magic. And I look back on Christmas, and this is what it reminds me
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so make sure you get your Christmas memories in. We're also going to do Pictionary in this hour, but you're doing it this time because I can't draw.
Is it something
Although
festive?
I had Jammy Dodger, and they got it.
Who's Gemma Dodger?
Jammy Dodger.
Well, I spent
Well, we spent all the time going Jamie Dodger.
Jamie Dodger.
We got Jammiest Dodger. We got all sorts coming in, didn't we? Right,
when do you want to
David.
do it? Should we do it in a few minutes then?
Let's
Should
do
we
it in
have
a few
some-
minutes'
yeah.
time. I think we go and have a look at a demo.
Am
in a
I going to
minute. Go on.
discreetly?
Well, look, you stand there, you can't see
Good job I
me.
didn't have that Jammy
Come and
Dodger.
stand in front of me. Come and stand right in front of me, then I can do this like what I do. Watch.
You should put your arms through there. Put your arms through my arms. Yeah, that's it. And you start to pick up, to pick up the card. So we're going
Can't
to
see
show you
the
this.
card, pal. You're 6'3". I'm 5'3". I can't see the card.
Thanks, Emma. I did have an itch just under there.
Do you know there's a little bit town near us called Clitheroe, and you go up a hill, and on the right hand side there was a kitchen shop, but one of the windows was a mirror. So we used
Oh.
to stand there every Saturday afternoon after we'd been horse riding and just do that, and it looked like your whole body. It looked like you were doing both of them because it
You
was
used to
mirrored.
horse riding?
Oh yeah, I used to live at the stables.
Really?
Honestly,
What?
I used to go down on a Saturday morning at 5:30 and muck out 20 horses and groom them all.
Why do I not know this?
Oh, loved it.
Oh my god! If I got on a horse, I
Absolutely
think my
loved
legs
it.
would be dragging.
I think you'd be right.
It's like a
I
Shetland
think
pony.
you'd be carrying the horse, not going to lie. Right, let's have a look at this, shall we? Because it's a lot of fun. And I'm just thinking about if you did get the what was it called? Hollyhock Gate. Can't remember that word. Hollyhock Gate this morning. There's 3 Christmas scenes in there as well. Now this, all those embellishments in there would work perfectly with that if you want to turn that into Christmas. So again, we're adding one new item. It's reinvigorating what you've already got this morning, which is brilliant.
Oh, I love
right,
that
my
hollyhock
lovely David,
gate.
over to you.
It's the first year I've grown hollyhocks this year as well.
nice.
I know, I've never done them before. A little bit tricky, but that collection is gorgeous.
It is,
It
isn't it?
really is nice.
I think we've got it added to the show, have we, Amber? And have we got the trimmer added as
Right,
well?
try and have a look and we'll go through on the computer. So,
Thank you.
what we're going to do is go straight into this. I'm going to quickly drag a few things on, and I wanted to show you, and I know we had a mention as well from Karen about seeing those overlays. So if we just grab on a scene like this, for example, we'll just grab any one of our scenes. Scene building there, we're going to go into scenes. And let's select just this one as an example. Now, this is a landscape scene. You can, of course, then change your page to landscapes. It will print in landscape as well. But if we just go into overlays, you've got your index here, which means you can select which one you're going to work with. So, for example, you could have the snowflake one down there. So let's select our snowflake. And as you saw it on the index, it looked like this. It was pitch black, okay? And we printed those black so you can see them. That's literally the only reason. But they come on white like this. So when you bring on your snowflake, it captures
Look
the
at
aperture.
that.
I know, right? Isn't
I
it
love
wonderful?
that.
So there's something here that I'm going to try that I've not done before.
Oh.
And I've just thought about it in my head. So what I'm going to do is...
As opposed to.
in my foot. That was a bit random, wasn't it? Sometimes don't think everything through. So what I'm going to do, I'm thinking if we had a drop shadow, it might define the edges a little bit.
You know
Let's
what,
see.
it will, won't it?
Oh, I'm defining the edges on that, not that. Let's have a look. There we go, look. So now it's created the edge there.
Oh, it looks embossed now.
It's nice, isn't it? But I'm
David.
thinking, what if we could continue the scene around? So let's just scale our snowflake down a little bit. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this scene, okay, and put that to one side.
Right.
And then I'm going to group over our overlay and our scene together. So we group this.
Right.
And we're going to use a digital punch, and we're going to use, let's say, a circle. Circle might work well for this. I'm going to go over the whole scene like that.
Right.
And punch that out to keep the inner. And then, so that's now got a circle around it. But if we then bring that back in, centre back, you could line it up for where it was, like that.
Yeah, you could.
And then, if I just bring this punch over here, have a look and centralise it. So it wants to be a little bit further down. It was about there. It's the same size. There we go. And then when I'm just going to take the scale of that down a teeny tiny bit. There we go. Make that scene a tiny bit bigger. And I'm going to crop it out so we actually make a continuation. There we go. Right, okay, so all I need to do now is turn the layer off, which is that one, and then keep the inner. Oh no, it's not done it.
Oh.
So I know what I need to do. I need to turn it back on.
Right.
Okay, and then send backwards, then move that one.
Yep.
And then digitally punch it now.
Yep.
And then bring this back in.
Nice.
And what you've done there is you've created your aperture and then the scene continues around.
Perfect.
Look at that. How cute is that?
That's brilliant.
So if I enlarge that, you can see the scene then continues and it's almost like you've got that. You could also, of course, hole punch the aperture beforehand. It's entirely up to you. But that was a way of stitching it together.
Yeah, I love
but
that.
that's how those apertures work. But you can build those scenes into here. So even before we do anything else, let's go into our scene building and we could put some of our characters in here, or we could use those wonderful deers that we've got. So let's have a look. Whereabouts is Shay? Did just see
Right
her.
at the bottom on the middle row.
No, there we go.
There we are.
So we could bring her, just going right out to the edge.
It might be a him if he's got antlers.
Oh yeah, it will be, won't it?
Although I must admit, when I saw that artwork, I thought, you know what, that could absolutely be a doe, because the antlers are so easy to just snip away, aren't they?
It looks like a baby.
Oh, I love that, David. Look how serene that is. You can feel the cold in the air. You can see your breath, can't you? And it's... I want to spend Christmas there, I think.
Me too. Isn't that
Isn't
wonderful?
That gorgeous?
So we've just popped him right on the edge, just about to have a little drink. Or you could take them away, and then this one's the silhouette in the background.
Love that.
And then we could bring in our carolers, or our little snow scene here.
Oh, look.
So she's out here. She may be gone away for Christmas.
Oh, look.
And look at that. How wonderful. Just at the edge of the water, the snowman, and she's there together. That reminds me of that film, Jack Frost. So what I'm going to do is select everything and take it off the mat.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to... but you could save that and print it, okay? Absolutely. But there's loads of ideas. What we're going to do is build up a decorative design for a plate. Now, this download, I'm going to say it is the Timeless Heirloom that we launched. This and that go together so well. So if you've got that Christmas download, that winter heirloom, and you've got it downloaded, add this to it. It's like the next chapter, because all these are going to fit onto those festive rice paper backgrounds that we created for, and there were 60 of those. So you've got 60 new projects to create with all this content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of our scenes again. Let's have a look. So we're going to use just number one. Go for that one.
Don't forget to get this in your basket, guys. It's shop download. It's $14.99. It's one of our prime time deals, and you've got a £10 saving on brand new artwork. I love this.
It's just wonderful. Now, I've cropped this down because I've got a plate with me and I want to make this the right dimensions. Now, I know it's exactly A4, well, just shy of A4 in height, and it's around about 15 centimetres width. So I've got that there ready to go. So that there is my base. And what I'm then going to do is start to add some scene building elements. So let's go into scene building, and we're going to add our Father Christmas, and he's got that wonderful snowman with him, and he's building him. There we are.
Oh, look.
So he's going to go there. Look how wonderful that is. It's so nostalgic.
Minecraft Studio is just brilliant, isn't it? You put a font on that, a text on that saying Merry Christmas, that's done.
Yeah, so complete.
If you make and sell for charity or for your own, so you can buy more crafty stuff, then this is just fabulous, isn't it?
Of course, it's just going to work so well. Let's bring some berries into here. So we're going to bring the berries. What I'm going to do with that berry sprig is I'm actually going to just crop the stem off, just the bottom, like that. So we've just got the sprig as it is, and we're going to nuzzle some of those just to bring the red from the Father Christmas jacket into here. So let's paste and put this one down there. We're going to need at least 3 of them, I think. Always that rule of 3. There we go. And then we want some of those bells. Saw those. We want some of those towards the top. Now there's a singular bell chime. There we go. But if we want to make it a double one, here's a little tip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it like this. And I'm going to use the scissors to then just crop in here and take it away from the main image, like that. So then I'm just going to dot around here. Slightly gone out of my page there, so let's just zoom out a little bit. There we go. And then back to here, and we're going to keep that, and then we're going to flip it horizontally so it's in a different direction, and just put it under there.
Yeah, that's brilliant, David.
There we go. Let's angle that maybe a little bit more, and now they're both together. So then let's group over those two. So now that's one image. That can scale down. Also, because this is like an older red, like a Bordeaux, and this is a brighter red, I'm just going to take the saturation of this image down a little bit using the slider here, and it's just going to make it a little bit softer. It's going to tone in a little bit more. Remember, you can go all the way down to grayscale if you wanted to, but I think that's just going to make it look a bit more vintage, okay? So that's going to tie in really nicely with the theme that we've got going on there. And that's going to sit up in the top corner, so let's just scale that down. It's smaller, just there. And then what I'm going to do is bring in one of those lovely big poinsettia florals. This one would work well. Again, the red on there, I'm just going to mute that a little bit, just knock it back slightly, and pop that down there at the front.
It's like it's covering his modesty.
Oh yeah, I'm going to say, oh, cover him up.
Oh, brilliant, it'll get cold.
It will, it'll get frostbite. So then what I'm going to do is then bring on Digital Punch. I've just grouped the whole image together. And then what I'll do is I'll crop off everything else just by using that punch. It's one of the easiest ways.
So crop, it shortens the image without changing the scale.
It does.
And then scissors, you can be more specific when you're cutting. Is
you're
that
literally
right?
cutting into the image. If you crop, you're just going in from all four directions like this, okay? But like I've just laid those images up. We've got the Father Christmas, the snowman, and then we've got the poinsettia, the bells, all of that. We've grouped it all together. So now Minecraft Studio sees that as one file. Okay, so if I show you the layers here, if I just go back into this image here and ungroup it, you've then got all of these layers. And when you use your mouse to select over all of the content on your page, it's going to highlight all of them. It's kind of like selecting everything on your mat on your scan and cut.
Yep.
Okay, and then you go into this group function, which is just up here, and it kind of glues it all together, all right? And it creates one file. So that's a reversible function. It's something you can go back on at any point. You don't have to keep it like that. But then, as soon as you've grouped it, you can't crop anymore because Minecraft Studio now sees that as a separate image, but it can't crop it because there's no solid outer line to it, and you've created a new file. Right. If you wanted to crop it, all you would need to do is save what you've created as an MCSX file on Minecraft Studio, and then you can drag it back onto the page, and it kind of like starts it from scratch, and you can manipulate it. But there's a little cheat for that. So when you've got it here all grouped together, because I want to crop off all of the excess around the surrounding border, because I don't want to waste any ink, I'm just going to use the Digital Punch, and you can crop it like that. So that's now cropped all of that out, which then left us with this.
Oh, lovely.
So we've got our rice paper printed with this image. Now what we are going to do is we're going to glue this onto a plate in a few minutes' time, but just before we do that, should we do Pictionary?
Yes, let's do Pictionary, and then I want to do a recap and go down the counter because we've got some cardstock and we can't get any more now.
Oh.
Or this one.
Oh, should we quickly do it then?
No, you're going to do Pictionary first,
let's
and then
do it.
I'll go down the counter and you can get ready for another demo.
Okay, great. Have we got a pen?
Yeah, that'd help.
Right, I hope it's a working one. Shall we see? Right, I'm going to have to come this side. Is that okay?
Yes.
Is that all right?
He's left-handed. There you go.
Right, okie dokie.
Ready? That's what I would have done too.
Oh dear.
No, that's right. Yeah,
look through here.
I know, of course you did.
Yeah, just to help you know.
I don't think he needs any help. He's doing a good job, right? Look at you, very fancy going on there. I think he's been hanging out with Dumbo a bit too much with those eyes. Look at that with his butt. Oh, I love that. That's very good, David. Well done.
Thank you.
Look at you.
There's some holly in his butt. Is
he singing or is he scared?
He might be cracking something.
Yes, he might be. See, that's what I would have done. I'd have done
Belt buckle.
that and then a cracker, right? That's brilliant, David. I love that. Right, get your comments in. We're going to tell you what you're going to win at the end of this show. That's fabulous. I love that. Absolutely brilliant.
He looks terrified.
Oh, right. Okay, Karen Halberts says, fun fact, reindeer that have antlers in winter are female.
Oh,
I didn't know
so
that.
Rudolph's female?
A male reindeer shed their antlers in November. Well, I never knew that. A funny Christmas memory was, this is funny from Hillary. A funny Christmas memory was when there were 9 of us sat around the Christmas dining table tucking into our meals, and the table suddenly started getting lower and lower as the legs were giving way. My mum was screaming at everybody to get everything, to grab everything off the table before it collapsed. We had to sit and eat our dinners on it from our laps in the living room until my dad and brother finished fixing the table. That's brilliant.
Oh my goodness, wow.
Carol Lewis says we always did Christmas on Christmas Eve. We would spend the day together in the city centre, nice lunch, then open our presents in the evening. I like that idea. Then you can chill out on Christmas Day. Yeah, I quite like that, I'm not going to lie. So yes, thank you. Carol says Donna and Blitzen are okay to stay. Thunder and Lightning, can't remember the other names. Rudolph absolutely needs to be changed. Oh, okay. I'm not quite sure
So
why.
there's Donna, Blitzen, Rudolph, Dasher, Prancer.
Blitzen.
I think I said that one.
Did you?
I
can't remember. That's really bad.
And then there's David and Mel.
And there's me and David. Absolutely. Right.
Don't know how many there is.
Do you want to go and get ready for another demo?
Sure.
And
There we go.
I'll do this again. Right, so let me remind you of exactly what you're getting in this download, because this is one of our prime time deals. Remember, this price will go back up at 11:59 p.m. on Friday. So if you want this, you want to be getting it in your basket while you've got a £10 saving. So let's come in here, Ethan, and have a proper look at this, because this is absolutely beautiful. I imagine if you opened an old illustrated book,
Yeah.
this is what the artwork would look like. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the stylized effect that you get with these. These cards that Lily have made are absolutely fabulous, and it's just literally using this, printing stuff out, cutting it out, and building up your projects. And I have to say, the acetate shakers or acetate wraps around this, or domes, look blinking brilliant, don't they?
They really do.
It just works. It's like that. So in Blackburn, there used to be a toy shop, and it had one of those bowed windows where all the panes were separate.
Yeah.
And it was like literally looking into a toyland. It was amazing. And that's what this reminds me of, that bowed window. It's just fabulous. Then you've got your overlays. Now, you've seen how these work. I love these. This is the way to frame your design, isn't it? And use them as a viewfinder. So then you could get several different looks out of one design. Then you've got all your scene building elements. These are absolutely glorious. The one thing I miss about an old-fashioned Christmas, well, 2 things: snow, but carol singers.
Yeah.
We always used to get carol singers round at Christmas, and it was lovely. It was like the start of the festivities for us. Then you've got your nutcracker in there.
Oh.
You've got your lanterns, your star, your candy cane, your little drum. You've got your rocking horse, your different baubles, and then you've got the most beautiful Father Christmases and the fantastic deer. I mean, they're just, it's such a unique style of artwork, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You know, we don't see this very often, and Christmas is the perfect time for something like this to come out. And if you do make and sell, you need to have as much variety as you possibly can. This is going to bring you that variety, and you're getting a £10 saving on it. Right, we've got all our branches, so now you can make your wreaths. You saw me do one of these the other day in Minecraft Studio. Super, super easy to do. And what I love is you can flip it. So if you're doing a wreath and you want your branches going to the right and then your branches going to the left, you can do that. Easy, isn't it? And I like using Minecraft Studio to lay out my design, see what it's going to look like before I actually commit to gluing anything down or cutting any card up. So it's a really good program to get involved with. You've got all of these fabulous backgrounds. I mean, they're just glorious, aren't they? That is so beautiful. It reminds me of Thomas Kincaid, the artist of light.
Nice.
The way they've got that shine coming out.
They look like they're lit up, don't they?
They do, absolutely. And then we colour pick, so we pick the colours specifically from the artwork to match. So you're not rummaging through your stash going, oh, that blue will do, when actually it might not do. You're actually getting all of that in there. Right, now then, I need to talk to you about this card, because we haven't got a lot of this left. Stephanie and I had it on our last show and it was flying out. Now, this cardstock is absolutely superb quality. I said I was a card snob this morning. Stephanie said, actually, you're not a card snob, you're the biggest card snob I've ever met. I'm like, yeah, because I want quality. If I'm going to put my time and love and effort into making somebody a card that's special in my life, I want it to be the best that it can be. So we have got what we called our stucco cardstock. Now, this has got it's not textured at all, but it has a very slight, you can't see it on camera at all, it's really difficult to get it. Just there, just a little bit there. You keep the camera still, Ethan, and I'll move the card. See if we can find that together. It's a little bit difficult. There's no texture to it, but it does have a slight finish. It looks like when you've polished a plaster wall, bits of it are shiny. Looks a bit like that. So you're going to get 30 sheets of A5 to start with, okay? They could be nice on your Christmas menu.
Oh, yes, they would.
Then you're going to get 30 sheets of 12 by 12. Now, this is what I would use for my box making. Anything that I want to score with the blade, this is going to be perfect because this is a 300 GSM cardstock, so it's a really good heavyweight. You're then going to get 60 A4. I know, look at that lot. 60 A4, and then, and this is the bit for me for scan and cut users, you're going to get 30 A3. Now, if you're a card maker, you can make an 8x8 card blank out of that without cutting 2 pieces of card. It's brilliant for that. So you don't have to cut one at 8x8, one at 8x9, score it, fold it round. You can get a full 8x8 card out of a piece of A3. But also think about using this on your 12x24 inch mats for your box making, because then you can go bigger. So you're going to get all of that. So 30 A3, 60 A4, 30 12x12 and 30 A5. But here's the thing, right? $29.99 is going to get you all of that. Honestly, worth every single penny. If you can stock up, please do so, because the quality of this is exceptional. However, we've also been bringing you our tape, which is this tape. Now, you do get 6, not 5, okay? So you're getting 6 of these. This is brilliant. So first of all, it's tissue tape, so it's super thin. So if you are making construction pieces, this is brilliant because it doesn't add any bulk to those seams or those tabs. Also really good behind parchment, because if you do like a thick strip like I did yesterday where I did a wrap round, you can't really see it on the back. It's very good. I'm not saying you can't see it at all. There is a slight definition there, but it's minimal. On each one of these rolls, and you're getting 3 rolls in each pack, so you get a 1/4 inch roll, a 1/2 inch roll and a 1 inch, and you get that in each pack. On each roll, so not each pack, each individual roll, you get 84 foot. That's a lot. That's a lot of tape.
That is a lot of tape.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you just search for me, how big is a football pitch, please? And you're going to get
80 metres.
80 metres?
I don't know.
That's 240 foot.
I don't know how big it is, but I just had a wild stab in the dark there.
Okay. You watch football? No. Didn't even need an answer there, did
You
I?
actually joking.
The length of pitch must be between 100 yards and 130 yards.
How many
and
feet?
a bit not less than 50 yards.
Oh no, I don't do yards.
No, I don't do yards. How many feet are there in a yard? I don't know. Anyway, back to the tape. So, 84 foot on each roll. That's 8, 16, 240. 252 foot in each packet. And you're getting 6. Now, this is $9.99 each. So, you're paying $29.99 for your card, and you're not paying anything for all that tape that is worth the best part of £60, less 6 pence, because it's $8.99. I mean, that is amazing deal. So get yourself stocked up on the card that you're going to use. This is the boring bit of craft, right? We hate spending money on tape, but we need it. So get it while it's free, because that, my friends, is incredible. Now, when it's gone, it's gone. We cannot get any more. Stephanie has spoken to our Terry. He's a proper character, Terry, who owns the paper mill, and he said, no, when it's gone, it's gone. So if you want it, please grab it now. Think about those Christmas cards that you're going to be using. Think about all those little gift tags, etc., that you want to make, And then you're getting all of that tape for nothing. I mean, that's incredible value for money. Shop Posh will get you all of that for $29.99. Right, David, shall we? Oh, no, one more thing before we come to you. We have got a dual pack of our blank USBs back in stock for you. Now, these used to be 4 gig each. They are now 8 gig each, so they're double the size. You're getting both of them for $15.98. That's before your club discount. And there is a compatibility list for USBs for Scan and Cut, but you have to be specific. These, every time, all day, every day, use these. Everything that goes on a USB for me, for my Scan and Cut, goes on these. And these are the USBs that if we were still doing USBs instead of downloads, this is what they would be written on. So grab yourself a couple of those while you've got them, and then you're never out of stock. £15.98. We'll get you 2 of those. Shop USB. Right, David, shall we come back to you? Oh, now then, Karen Halbert says, one more thing. Going to stables on Christmas Day with the kids, mucking out Hayes water and coming home to bacon sandwiches with Bucks Fizz for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Made by hubby. Amazing. Right, Amber, tell me how long it is. They're all giving me 3 foot in a yard.
300 feet long.
300 foot long.
And 220 foot width.
Oh, so I guess the length of it is about 90 metres.
Yeah.
But it wasn't far off.
84 foot on each roll.
On each one.
So that will go that way and that way across a football pitch. And you've still got 4 sets left. I mean, and it's not costing you anything.
That's going to last you years.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Wow, okay.
There you go. Shop.
That's what you need.
There you are.
need that. Right, okay. So, of course, as we mentioned, I did the rice paper for the size of the plate. And if we get time later on, I will decoupage it onto it. But if not, I think it'd be nice for you to be able to see a little bit more techniques with the download. But that's how that's going to look, okay, on the back of that glass plate. But what I also wanted to do was do a landscape caroling scene, because I think that's what this collection captures really well. So let's go into my craft studio and have a little look on how we could do this. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go straight into the files.
David, listen.
Go on.
Tracy Stewart just bought the card and tape with her points, so it's all free.
Oh my goodness.
Love Highlight Crafts. I'll tell you what, that's a smart shopper, that, Tracy. Well done, you.
Absolutely. You might
How
even get
amazing is that?
That's how beneficial being a club member really is. It's not just a club, it's a loyalty scheme. You get incredible discounts.
Amazing.
I mean, June, she bought the set of mixed media ink sprays. I think the whole set of them, was around about 50 something. She paid 17 pence. She used all the points.
Right.
She was like, wow.
I know, it's brilliant,
Proper
isn't it?
treat. So definitely bear that in mind when you're checking out Be a Club Member. Right, so what I'm going to do is grab a scene, and from our scenes we're going to use the one with the fence here. Okay, so I've dragged it onto my mat. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see all of the detail at home. Okay, and this is going to be wonderful to create that caroling scene. Now, just before we do anything else, I'm going to duplicate the scene as well, and I'm going to keep it down there for now because I'm going to need it later on. So we're going to start to go into our scene building elements and select our characters that we're going to use for this. Now, there was the one with the snowman and the young girl, which I thought was a wonderful image, which was this one here. She would look really nice here, almost in the foreground.
The little rosy cheeks.
I know, you can tell she's
Honestly,
freezing cold.
look, that's how it used to be, wasn't it? Just like blush on the cheeks.
I
love that.
It's so nice.
It is.
And when Christmas stuff, I always buy vintage. Like, my whole style is vintage. So for me, being able to create new with vintage style is like, oh, I could do coasters, placemats, I could do baubles, decorations, mugs, everything with this. And it's the proper old school Christmas, which is just in love.
Imagine your Christmas table with all that on, right?
And we could do it onto champagne flutes with
you
rice
could.
paper, with the old Father Christmas.
Yeah.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get our snowman, pop him here as well. So we're going to have 2 our snowmen just there.
Oh, look at him.
Pop him. And you might be thinking at the moment, well, there's no blend between the bottom. Well, we're going to sort that out later on. Okay. And then what we're also going to do is select the sleigh. Look at this Father Christmas. I'm not going to put him in the scene, but just look at that. Look at that as an image. Isn't that great? Let's just have a look at some more of the Christmas Father Christmases. You've got him.
Love him.
And then you've got him, which we used in the other one.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
And then this one where he's carrying the tree.
That's nice.
Look how lovely that is. And then there where he's sat on his chair with all of the presents. You've got those 4 Father Christmas. My favourite one, I think, is him. I think he's got a wonderful face.
Yeah, I do too, but I like the one with the tree.
Yeah, That's like, do you
Because you
know,
can hear him shouting, ho, ho, ho.
do
Can't
you
you?
know one of the best scenes that I love to see over Christmas, and me and my mum always used to do this, because where we used to live, there was a big supermarket, and over the road was a big field, and there used to be a company selling Christmas trees, like end of November right through until the end of December, and I loved seeing someone carrying a Christmas tree on the shoulder and strapping it to the top of the car. And whenever me and my mum see it, we're like, oh, look.
Yeah,
It's like-
no.
and that just feels so Christmassy.
It's funny, isn't it?
I
How
love
these little
it.
things stay
Yeah.
with you.
And I just think it's amazing. So let's grab some more of our images here. We've got her there with the present. She's going to go down the side of the snowman. Scaled her down a little bit.
This.
And then we've got our little sled.
Oh.
I'm going to flip this one round. There we go. She's going to go down next to the snowman, down
Look at
here.
that.
And then we're going to have our two carolers, or maybe they're reading their storybooks, but they've got presents to bring as well. They're going to stand just here. Now, this one that we duplicated, what I'm going to do for the moment is I'm just going to quickly group over all of this. Okay, so that's going to be all grouped together. And then, with this one that we've created, I'm actually going to do a scissored crop line across the whole bottom of the image like this. Okay, so it's not exactly even, but I'm just clicking loads and loads and loads and loads of times to get all of that, and it's going to create like a strip of snow for us. So, and now I'm just going to go all the way across there and select to keep just that. So if we now then bring in our scene that we created like this.
Isn't that funny? Because that looks like mountains.
Yeah, it
Until
does.
Doesn't it?
It's like a Bob Ross painting
It
when you see
is.
the mountains in the distance.
Absolutely. But
If
you
we were
put it at the front of that and it will change it completely.
It will. I wonder if there's one of those blue backgrounds in here. And then you bring, if I just bring that to the front, yeah, like if you were to put it on a sky scene, it would look like a mountain, wouldn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Didn't realise that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is bring that down.
Now I mean, look at that. It doesn't look like mountains anymore, does it?
It doesn't, but look how it's covered the base
I
of
love
everything.
that, David. Yeah.
So it's hidden.
I do that a lot with card. Just tear it and put it across the
That's
bottom.
your wibbly wobbly line.
It is my wibbly wobbly line.
That is
yeah.
it. So we could put all of that together like this. You could then encapsulate the entire thing in a wreath. So we've got our scene like that, but if we go into our building area, we could then use this one, and because it's got a slight curve to it, we could then pop one at the top like that, copy and paste it, and bring this one down here, and I'm just going to flip this one vertically like that, and I'm also going to flip it horizontally, so it's a complete mirrored image of that one up there. And then if we select over both of those, copy and paste, let's make a quick wreath just by duplicating.
Karen Halbert got £110 off the SDXTL using her points, and then the points she gets back will go towards another purchase.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Wow.
How amazing is that?
That's incredible.
That is incredible. Absolutely fabulous.
That is so worth it.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. And somebody else said this morning, bear with, let me find it. Wendy Corbett says, I got some candle paints and brushes with their points this morning.
Oh, the brand new candle paints.
I
They're
love it. I
so
love that
dreamy.
you're doing that. That's great. Isn't it fantastic?
It's so good. I'm so glad that that is an option. Shop ahead at the start of the day and use your points.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't miss out on anything. So I've made that wreath entirely from that
Lovely.
sprig. We literally use that to make the whole wreath.
Brilliant, that.
And then we're just decorating it with a few little bits of foliage. You could spend a fair bit of time as well. Really go into town, decorating it with your favourite embellishments. I'm just going to pop the holly there and the holly there. And then I'm just going to rotate this one, scale that one down. There we go. Move that one over to this side. In fact, I'm not a big fan of those spread out. Let's just put them together. Make that one a bit bigger. And then, before we add any more elements to our wreath, in fact, let's use the bow. I think that will look nice. There we go, at the top there, like that.
Lovely.
And then we're going to go over all of this, group it together. And then what we can do is then bring our scene back in.
Look.
So we can capture our scene inside the wreath like that, okay? So, of course, you can build it and tailor it to the size it needs to be, but I'm just going to bring a punch on just to capture the essence of this concept. And then I'm going to...
I love the digital punches.
Oh, they're so good.
They are so good.
Let's pop that one there. And then we're just going to move the wreath out of the way. I'm going to select to keep that inner like that. And bring that wreath back in. And then look at that.
That's gorgeous, David.
We've
isn't
captured the whole thing
Look at
inside
that.
We just need a few more bits on our wreath to build that up. So let's put a couple more of these red flowers, the poinsettias, in here as well. There we go. We need some pine cones in there too, I think.
I was just about to say pine cones because it'll bring the colour out on the little girl's dress, won't it?
It will,
Bring,
absolutely.
tie it
You
all
can see
in.
that already. It's
Yeah,
already
look at
starting to
that.
happen.
And that's what I love about Micro Studio. You can play around to your heart's content.
Yeah.
You know, you're not committing to using any cardstock, any ink, nothing until you're absolutely happy with your decisions. And I love that. I love that versatility. And it also has an undo button.
Oh, it does.
I just need to work out how to get one of those for me.
Yeah, I could do one of those.
Right.
That'd be good, that.
That'd
But
be
look
good.
at this. Isn't that just so picturesque and beautiful? That could be on coasters. You could then print that on your sublimation paper and put it on your coasters. All of those little things. But honestly, you just keep building. Then you could make it into a scene, so you could put all the presents in the foreground.
That's
like
amazing.
this. And then we could go and get our Father Christmas, and he could be waiting to enter the scene like this. He could be standing at the side. Our presents could be stacked here. We even have a couple of decorations around it like that, just sort of built up. We'll have Rudolph. In fact, let's use this one because we love that image. That side, then bring the present here to the front, and then the bauble to the front again. And look at how we built up the whole scene there together.
That's stunning, isn't it?
So all together, everything that you need, everything that you could want to create a wonderful magical scene has come there together.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, thank you for that, David. Right, now we've had Hollyhock Gate added to the show for you. So if you missed out on this morning, this is a little bit special. So one die, you're going to get all your foliage. You're going to get your gate, which could become a door, which could become a window, which can become a little planter. If you want it to be, it can become railings. You've also got your posts in there as well. And you saw Stephanie this morning showing you just taking die cuts and playing around and seeing what you could get with it. So you're going to get the die, and then you're also going to get your Minecraft Studio. So you're going to get all of this fabulous artwork. So you've got all of these pieces broken down for you as well. But look at this. So you've got spring, summer, going into winter,
Ooh,
autumn and winter with the frost
I
on
like
the leaves.
that.
So this morning Stephanie did the springtime one. Tonight I'm going to do the SVG one as Christmas.
Oh, I love it.
Really good. Then you're going to get all of these. Look, you can really see the frost in here. And we've even put snow on the ground for you. Now, if you got those mop brushes yesterday, a little bit of glue on one of those mop brushes and just pounce it and then add your glitter, that will look amazing because you'll get that look of frost. You'll get that. It's not symmetrical or precise, it's just random wherever the glue decides to go. Absolutely fantastic. And then you've also got your overlays in here as well for your snow. So we're going to be making a box frame with that, and I think we might give it away.
Oh, yes, please.
Then we've also got all your artwork for your dies. So you can see you've got 6 different colourways in there as well. They're lovely, aren't they?
That's really nice.
I know. Then you're also going to get your digi stamps, which are stunningly beautiful. I mean, colouring these in or pyrography
it's going to look
is going to be amazing, isn't it? And don't forget, you can also print things on printable acetate and then add your foil with your hot foil pen.
Oh, yeah.
Then you've got your scenes. So you've got lots of different scenes, but you can feel the warmth coming from the sun. You can hear the bird song in the background. You can see the little butterflies fluttering around and the bees going and collecting the pollen. And then we come down to the bottom and you've got 3 Christmas scenes. I love that we've done that.
I wouldn't have ever expected us to be able to do that, and it works so well.
It absolutely does. And then look at these. This is a stone effect. This is like cut stone.
It is.
And it's got that texture, but we colour pick it specifically to match all of the artwork. So if you want this one, it is shop. Sorry, Amber, the TV's gone off. Shop. Bundle, and it's $19.99
$19.99
for the die and Minecraft Studio.
Whoa,
I'm gonna have a look at these boards that our Amanda's done.
Oh, sorry, for Minecraft Studio on that. Sorry, I thought we got bundle. Digital.
Digital. Okay, shop. Hang on.
Oh, shop digital for your Minecraft Studio.
And
No.
SVG.
Right. No. Can we do the die and the
And the
MCS?
die is shop. Oh Jesus, hold on.
So the bundle of them together with the
Bundle.
artwork.
Bundle.
Shop bundle
19.99.
gets you the die and the Minecraft Studio for $19.99. Shop digital gets you the SVG files and the Minecraft Studio for
$7.99, I think.
Find it. I'm finding it, I think.
I think it was $7.99.
$7.99 before your discount. There we are. We got there eventually, didn't we? Please don't miss out on that. It is beautiful. And if you are a Scan and Cut user and you want some inspiration as to what to do with that, you can tune in tonight with myself and Amanda. She's in a confetti, honestly. This kid.
We need to draw a winner.
We do need to draw a winner. Who's the winner? Someone's going to win
200 points.
200 points. Jane. Just Jane.
Jane, congratulations,
Well
Jane.
done, Jane. Keep an eye out for an email from us, and there will be instructions in there onto how we add those on. So yesterday we had a meeting, right, with the people who host live shopping Spree, and Sam, unfortunately, showed Amber a new button. So you have to do this now. You have to get right down and close to the camera and go, see you in a bit.